All right, all right, all right. We are live. We are live. And yes, 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 we are live. How's everybody doing? Hope everyone's who is on this live is having a fabulous week. Um, just finished work and was gonna come on here and yeah, even the reason again doing this live because I just want to check, loving this new camera, so I wanted to come on. But in all serious, the reason I even came on here, to do this live was the tragic events that happened in the states, Texas. What happened, which was only like a monster, a vindictive person could do such a thing, and it was the sad like massacre that happened in the elementary school in Texas by the gunman whose name is Salvador Ramos. This is something that's not new in the states, in USA. And I'm not someone who likes to get too much into political, on like, how countries should be run, but it's nuts. The amount of times, the amount of like stories you've heard of these like gunmen going into schools and obliterating everyone. And the worst thing of all, these were kids, elementary students. And I can really, I feel it even more now because since I've even been here in Mexico, I work as a teacher. I teach my students online. So I have kids. I have teenagers who are like, in their teenagers, and I have kids like even young as like, fourth grade, fifth grade. So I can really feel that pain of seeing such the reactions on the ABC News and also the news and the media of like the parents who maybe one day went to go pick their kids and they see that this crazy pendejo took these lot out and there's no coming back. This is what some people understand. I think they sometimes get twisted with how, life is. Like, if someone's gone, it's like a reset button and they're gonna come back. It's over, and I think really people need to really look at this stuff of like it's not like, oh, it's the inevitable, like maybe it's just like the unlucky day. This shit should not be happening. It happens way too much times. Mexico has its problems. If I be honest, be being here, I know the situation in Mexico and Latin America, and I know the situation in other countries, but why the fuck's sake is it always a thing in United States that we always have these crazy, gunmen, are coming in school? Where's the security? Why isn't the police on standby? You know, it's insane. I could only imagine. I don't even want to say that. Like if I was even in that position, how I would feel in that moment. I could never even relate to what those parents going through. If you don't believe me, guys, go on to type in on YouTube and just see the parents, even one of the granddads of one of the victims. He had to show the picture of they gave it to like the mother in Mother's Day. It's not coming back. A 5-year-old, 6-year-old girl gone. And like, what is it? Like, okay, we're gonna do like a moment of silence, like yeah, just to, for the ones who have gone. Nah, this shit has to stop. They've gone through so many presidents now. You cannot say now that okay, there's a new president now. Biden's in the house, and it was Trump before and Obama. Even when Obama was in the house, this shit was still happening you know so something needs to change. I even put a post on my YouTube, community post. I really want to know what people feel about this, but it's gone beyond with all the shit that's happened, the pandemic, the craziness of the COVID, people losing their lives to this disease, this like on this disease that just came out of nowhere. And then you're going back to seeing all of this shit of just a random day. Imagine 20, or most of them kids gone. And some of them were the teachers. I believe one of the teachers, she was married, she had her family. She was basically taken out as well. and they will say these things like, well, we have the right to bear arms, it's in the Constitution, all this nonsense, and what this goes to say again, with there is still this classism, like, in the states of, again, and it's sad for me to say this, but it's the truth. When it's not happening, when these events are not happening to someone of like some significant value, what I mean? Like you see, it's not happening to like the celebrities' children, it's not happening to really political parties, their children's and all that. It's not happening to them. So I feel like sometimes these law, in that kind of community, they feel like, well, it's not affecting me, so it doesn't mean anything. But I just think that's the wrong type of message you're giving to people. Like, it didn't happen to me, so I don't think we need to act as hard to obliterate, and eliminate this kind of massacres. What I mean? Because it's just insane. It's just really pathetic, and I just really I really feel sad, it's super super sad, but how many times has this happened? Honestly, how many more victims are gonna happen just from some crazed, guy, because they're, from what they're saying on the reports, like, he was someone who had mental health issues. He was like, I'm guessing, like, he was isolated, he was a loner, he was like off, key. But even if someone has got mental illness, they need to make sure this guy is not in a position to get a firearm. Because I've been to the States. I know I could walk into Walmart, or just another, like, Target, and I can possess a firearm. I was even speaking to one of my students about this. The ease to get an arms or a weapon in the United States is crazy. You understand? And if something's not done in this, I feel like something really that you've never seen before is gonna happen, because it's too much now. And it's like, I feel, before, when you used to hear it, as I said, how people watch the news and interpret it is, well, it never happened to me, so I feel for them, but you don't really really feel for them. I can wholeheartedly feel for these, like, youngins, who just, like, for no reason were going to school, as they're, living their young lives, and just some pendejo, just to take them out. It's just insane. And it shouldn't be like this. I hate that thing of, like, because I've seen some of the people who nothing happened to them, and they're like, well, you never know what's gonna happen. Like, okay, I can understand you get the crazed, fucker, is gonna do all of this, but, like, to innocent children, it's just, in this day and age, that shouldn't be happening whatsoever. There should not be any place on the planet that kids who are coming there to learn, enjoy their time, and a crazed madman comes in and just takes them all out. There should not be happening whatsoever. So yeah, yeah, yeah. That's just I had to come here and say this, because, as I said, I really try not to keep any of my, like, anger at, what I feel now, what's currently in the world. I think I have a platform now. Might as well say it. So yeah, folks. I really would love to hear, your thoughts about this. As I said, I put it on my community post. What the gun control, gun control in the states, does it need an effective a change, or do you want things to stay the same? It's Texas now. What about if it's next time it's in Missouri, or if it's in Boston? So I just want to hear from some people, what needs to happen, because it's not, as I said, we life is tough as it is, what I mean. Like I said, well, let's keep it real. Everyone has their own problems, everyone has their own issues they're dealing with. But when you're dealing with stuff like this, when you're dealing with something like this, and you say, like, it's completely out of your hand, no, 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 it's the system that's already put this out, saying, like, we're gonna it's going to be easy to get weapons. Even if you're mentally ill, deranged, you can still obtain a firearm and take this. And I think it's unacceptable, and something needs to done. So I would like to hear your lot, thoughts about this. Hope everyone's enjoying their week. Again, yeah, stay. There's going to be a lot more videos coming, because I feel way more passionate about this, because I deal with a lot of youth as an English teacher. Again, I'm not physically in the schools, but I can definitely feel that, especially like the parents who had to, go. Imagine in the morning you just kissed your kid goodbye, and then at the end of the day you hear this, on the news. That's heartbreaking. So I would love to hear your thoughts about this. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, in this video. And I'll see you lot soon. Peace.